how sponsorship changes the lives of children around the world. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Pamela Carroll. She is Marketing Director for Pearl S. Buck International. Thanks so much for being with us. It's great to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for the opportunity.
We're talking about a wide variety of ways that people can get involved with changing the lives of children internationally. But let's talk a little bit about an upcoming trip. And this is an opportunity for those who have adopted internationally to help their children explore their culture. But it's also a way for people to really understand the ways in which their dollars are making a difference internationally. Talk to us about your Philippines culture tour.
Yes, we have a Philippines culture tour coming up in February that gives families, individuals an opportunity to see our mission firsthand. It's a heart-centered mission trip rolled in with a history of Philippines and even to see the beauty that the Philippine culture provides. So that you'll get a visit to our sponsored children and actually deliver groceries and see how they live their lives and see the impact that our program at Pearl S. Buck International is having on their lives.
And this benefits these children in a wide variety of ways. As you mentioned, groceries, working to ensure that these children are eating nutritious meals, but it also works to ensure that the children who are sponsored receive things like vaccinations, are able to attend school.
Yes, we have a lot of opportunities for individuals to go on our global marketplace, and you can buy a pair of shoes, you can buy a school uniform, you can purchase nutrition to feed an infant for a month in Vietnam. But we have our program in Vietnam, China, Thailand, Philippines, and Korea.
And many different ways that people can get involved, but with this Philippines culture tour, you say it's an opportunity for families to actually explore culture as well, and for their children to understand some of their own cultural heritage.
Well, certainly if you're an adoptive family with a child whose birth culture is the Philippines, you'd want to take advantage of this trip so they can explore their cultural heritage. But also, the world's getting smaller, and we're raising our children in a very multicultural society. So it's nice to be able to expose children who haven't been adopted to this Filipino culture. But also, you go to this trip. I went to the Philippines a year ago, and it changes your life to see how fortunate we are in this country to have what we have, and to see these children who are just so happy to get a school uniform to go to school.
And this is an upcoming trip in February, and people can visit your website or give you a call for more information about that. But in addition to this trip, if people can't make this trip and go to the Philippines, there are ways that they can make a difference for children right now. You mentioned the idea of sponsoring a child, but there's also a program called Champions for Children. How does that work?
Yes, at Pearl S. Buck International, we're all about building better lives for children around the world. And one of the ways you can do that is be a champion for children, and that's to send this monthly donation, a recurring monthly donation, so that we can continue to impact these lives by providing the education, making sure they have health care, teaching their families how to provide for their children and give them opportunities. We do even vocational training in the Vietnam area so that children can have jobs when they age out of the orphanages.
And you also are working on some specific programs, including a nutritional program and a kindergarten project.
Yes, we have we're looking for funding for 2 projects all the time that are on our website at pearlsbuck.org. We're looking for, right now, we want to renovate a kindergarten. We know that children learn better when they're in a healthy learning environment. But this isn't just impacting kindergartners, it's impacting secondary students who are going to paint the murals. So it really brings the whole community together in Thailand. And we're also in the Philippines looking to fund some nutritional education.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
We've been talking with Pamela Carroll. I'm Jill Horner.